barkeeper. I love this inn so much. I just want to stay in one of your rooms. Please, please, let me in. Let me into one of the rooms. Ka-chicoo, ka-chicoo, ka-chicoo. Extra money. I heard you have the most delicious sandwiches for breakfast, and I am a police officer, so just let me stay in one of the rooms, the warmest one. I really want to stay here. I really, really want it. I want a sandwich. I want a room.
Sir, the only room we have is the oven.
Then let me stay in the oven. Give me the oven. I'll pay $1 extra dollar.
You'd be cooked alive if you stay in the oven.
It's nice and warm. I don't mind being cooked alive. Give me some space in the oven. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I swear that's what happened. He asked me to put him in the oven. And even though he said he could, I guess he just couldn't stand the heat. That was a happy story. The next one is not. I like to call it At Death's Doorstep.
Fall missing, whereabouts unknown. Residents of French Hill are still in a tizzy after the sudden disappearance of several guests and house staff from the home of Mr. Joseph Maiga during the night of the annual Silver Twilight charity gala last Sunday.
We are absolutely baffled as to how this could have happened,
said Mr. Maiga the day after the disappearances.
That said, we are confident that Sheriff Engel and the Arkham police will do their due diligence in finding the missing persons.
There is still no evidence whatsoever as to the whereabouts of Miss Gabriela Mizra, Mr. Jerome Davids, Mr. Valentino Rivas, and Mrs. Penny White, all of whom have vanished halfway through the event and have not been since seen. The police are offering a substantial reward for any person or persons who come forward with information related to the disappearances. When asked whether the police were considering the case a homicide, Sheriff Engel had this to say.
There's no reason to suspect foul play is involved just yet. However, given the circumstances, we have to consider every possibility.
No other attendees have come forward with statements concerning the gala, which seemed to finish without a hitch despite the disappearances. So far, none of the prominent members of the Silver Twilight Lodge have expressed any concern about the lodge's upcoming benefit dinner, which was recently moved to the same location, Joseph Maiga's estate in French Hill.
I am certain that this event will be a smashing success,
Mr. Maiga told the Arkham Advertiser in an interview yesterday.
There is no reason for the fair resident of Arkham to worry.
You fold up the newspaper and shove it aside on your desk, examining the other files you've collected over the last few days concerning the missing persons. It has been several days since your experience in the woods. You have tried to put it all out of your mind, but it is impossible. Every night you dream of a nameless place in the void of space, a faint, discordant melody of hypnotizing flutes pulling you forward. Now there are others disappearing from the town without a trace. The disappearances dance along the edges of your thoughts. No reason to worry, you ponder, turning the man's words over in your head. You think of the card reader and her warning, and you wonder if you're simply imagining devils where there are none. Regardless, there's only one way to know for sure. Pick up the invitation, examining the silver embossed stationery and perfect calligraphy. The Silver Twilight Lodge requests the pleasure of your company on the evening of November the 29th at 8 o'clock at the estate of Joseph Eckhart Maiga, Esquire, for the benefit of the Fairchild Foundation. As you prepare for the night ahead, you cannot help but wonder, are you taking action to remedy your fate as the soothsayer advised? Or are you walking willingly into the jaws of a grim destiny?
Got 6 experience points from the last game, so we're going to get rid of 1 Uncage the Soul. It's an economy card. We got plenty of those in the deck, and it doubled as a skill card with 2 pips for willpower. So instead of committing 2 pips for willpower, we'll exchange it for a Seal of the Elder Sign, which is a guaranteed success in a Mateo deck, plus grants me an extra turn or a card and a resource when I use it for a skill. So definitely planning on having that come up in this scenario.
Justice 11. Be true to yourself and see the truth in others. You must balance the scales. You shall be called to account for your actions.
Hidden agendas. As you approach the patio of the Myga estate, a man in an elegant suit checks your invitation at the door. Inside, guests mingle and chat with one another, but much of the conversation is awkward and terse. A silent tension has gripped the manor, and you are not sure why. Alright, we're playing at Death's Doorstep. We're going to start with 2 mental trauma from the 2 arcane research, which I'm using 2 damage, 2 mental damage, or horror, as the indicators. I'm shuffling the encounter deck, then we'll shuffle our deck and draw our cards. This scenario, I haven't found it to be too difficult. Mystics tend to do better for me in the first scenario, in the witching hour, but this one doesn't usually present a tremendous problem. Of course, it's Arkham, so things can be somewhat swingy at times. We'll see how we fare in this one. Last time, we forgot to use the Mateo ability when we pulled the autofill. So should we pull an autofill in this one, I'll be sure to remember that Mateo can turn that into an auto success. So we start at this location. This is the entry hall. There are no clues. So there we go. Let's draw our opening hands and see what we got. Flashlight right off the bat. Very nice. Let's see. Definitely want the flashlight. Don't need this yet. I like having olive. And I do have a spell to manage combat. So we're good. I'm going to keep the rest of my hand. Emergency Cash, Miss of Relay, Olive McBride, the flashlight. And yeah, that's definitely a decent starting hand. Enraptured will help me get an extra charge for Miss pretty early on. And that will certainly be helpful. So let's go ahead and start by putting down Olive McBride. She helps us pull multiple tokens from the Chaos Bag when we take a test. So that'll help Mateo find more Elder Signs. And we're going to put Miss into play for enemy management. So 2 actions. We will now move as our 3rd action into the Victorian Halls. And it looks like there are no clues in the Victorian Halls either. So there are 5 clues in the balcony. And, oh, okay, St. Hubert's Cave. Good. Now I have something to use emergency cash for. We start normally with 6 clues, minus 1 for each clue you found during the prologue. So this monster enemy, the agenda says that they go off to the side. You don't draw them initially, so it just gets put aside for now. Emergency cash. This is our 2nd turn to bring out St. Hubert's Key. Boom. Which reduces our sanity by 2, but gives us a +1 to intellect and +1 to willpower. So we'll use our 3rd action to move, and we're in the master bedroom, which has 1 clue, 3 shroud. Alright, that ends our turn. Draw a card and gain a resource. Oh, Wither. You know, Wither last scenario really surprised me. So, as much as I used to bash that card, I think it's a decent card. Oh, Obscuring Fog. I do not care too much about having that. It is not a big deal. One of the best cards you like to see pulled. For the most part, there are people that don't like seeing those kind of things. But we'll put our flashlight into play. That way we can go ahead and investigate this balcony quickly and efficiently. And final action, we will move into the balcony, which has the 5 clues. And it looks like it's a shroud of 1. This should be pretty straightforward. For our third action, we're going to go ahead and investigate, but I'm not going to use the flashlight. I don't need it. It's a 1 shroud, so it's fine. So it's going to be, we're going to commit Enraptured so we can gain that additional charge. So 4 to 1. Hey, look at that. It's an Elder Sign. Sweet. So we get the clue. It's an auto success. And we get this charge from Enraptured. Wow, what a pull. So that means we get an extra turn. So we'll use Mateo's ability. For pulling the Elder Sign, we'll pick extra turn. Not extra turn, extra action, sorry. And we're going to investigate again. 4 to a 1. What luck, man. Let's use Olive. I like using Olive and Mateo because she helps you get Elder Sign. You get to see it more often. So let's see. Oh, look at that. It's another Elder Sign. Auto success. And holy cow, that's amazing. So auto success. And now we'll gain an extra turn. So we'll investigate again. 4 to a 1. Oh my god. And... oh, it's an auto-fail, but we're going to use Mateo's ability. I'm not going to forget this time. So, we'll auto-success. So, we gain the clue again, and we gain yet another turn. Another action. We'll investigate again. 4 to a 1. Dude, 3 Elder Signs, basically.
I just don't even know what to say. Getting that Elder Sign so many times has just left me speechless. I guess you could say I've been turned into an elder mime.
Oh my god, another Elder Sign. This is crazy. I swear I'm shuffling this bag. I've never had such a round. So we gain another action. 4 to 1. Come on. Oh. Oh, this time we can't turn that auto-fail into a success. That is 4 to a 1 for a final action. And that's a -1, so it's still good enough. So we get this clue. We cleaned house. We cleaned house in this, in 1 turn, where we got like 4 free actions. Never had a round like that. That's amazing. And Olive definitely helped get one of those. Alright, another flashlight just in case. Lot of Doom. And now let's see what we get. Okay. Crypt Chill, huh? Crypt Chill, we have to test 4 willpower, so it's going to be 5 to a 4. And I don't really have anything I want to commit to it. So if I fail, I'll lose an asset, which I'll pick a flashlight because I have one in hand. But let's use Olive to help us succeed here. It's going to be a 5 to a 4. Oh, God. Get rid of the autofail, and we have -2 and a 0. So that's still a failure by 1. Too bad. So we lose this flashlight. I may come to regret this. I don't know. Maybe not. But at least we still have another one. So, well, that kind of sucked. But whatever. Let's gain a resource as an action. And no. Let's draw a card. St. Hubert scheme. Gain a resource. And then we'll play the flashlight. We have to have this flashlight available for in case we need to investigate. I don't want to have to be having to put it out or have to discard it or something. So I do want to have it in play, ready to go. Alright, you draw a card and return, okay. Say your prayers, could come in handy later. Resource, and let's Doom. 4 Doom. Oh, nasty card. I don't like this. Got to test 3 agility, and my agility is a 3. If you fail miserably, you take 3 damage, and Mateo only has 6, so that's not good. A 3 versus 3. Let's do this. We'll use Olive. What the heck? She could actually hurt us here, or she could help us. We'll take the chance and the gamble. And okay, so we'll pick -1 and 0, so we failed by 1. We take a damage. Not terrible. It definitely could have gone far worse than that. So, alright, and now for turn. And let's gain a resource. Spend 2 so that we can play our Wither. Again, not the greatest combat card, but definitely helps when you're in a tight spot. Oh, my Codex. In solo, this Codex of Ages is actually pretty handy. So we will bring that out probably next round. I've got enough clues, so in this scenario... Oh, Shrivel. Cool. I don't know if I want to get rid of Wither, by playing Shriveling, because then Shriveling, if I run out of charges, I'm kind of screwed. I may come to regret that. There's a lot of things I'm thinking later I'll regret. Oh, it's a cultist. Okay. Nearest empty location. We'll put him right next to us. Maybe we can parlay and get rid of the... I don't know that we need to get rid of the Doom. We can't really do much. We have enough clues to do what we need to do. And I really don't want to walk around exploring. So... I mean, the clues help for sure, but... You literally can just hunker down and set up after you get your clues in this scenario. Because none of these locations are victory locations. You have to wait till they turn spectral, which, So let's go ahead and put our Codex in. This will give us a +1 to willpower. So now we're going to be at a mighty 6 willpower for any willpower test. That's actually pretty decent. Let's seal our Elder Sign, and the Codex will let us pick and choose. We can basically get rid of it and auto-succeed it for a test. So I really like that signature card. It doesn't suck in multiplayer, but it kind of sucks in multiplayer. Okay. Oh man, our weakness. Okay. It is the Serpents of Yig. They've come out after us. So they get to seal the Elder Sign, but since it's already sealed, they don't get it. It just kind of whiffs on that, but the serpents still come out. And now this Nether Mist thing, it's aloof, so it's not going to present itself to be a problem unless I fail an investigation check. Then it basically, the haunted ability of the location means this thing gets to attack me. So we're going to wither this snake creature. And it's going to be a 6, yeah. 6, wither him, 6 to a 2. Chaos Bag, be nice. Let's use Olive. The benefit of Olive with Wither is if you can actually have higher chance of pulling a special symbol, which we did. When you pull the special symbol, when you pull the special symbol, Wither grants the enemy -1 combat and evade. And so we did that. So now our next attack is going to be a little easier to land the hit. It takes a damage, and let's wither him. So a 6 to a 1. Look at that. It's another special symbol. He takes another damage. Final attack, 6 to a 0. So this is the really cool thing about Wither. Nice, so we kill him. Spend the whole turn, but whatever. I don't care about that. Wither just kind of makes it easier to hit later on, especially if you're using Olive or other ways to manipulate the Chaos Bag. So he's dead. Not a big deal. And we get our Ace of Rods. Look at that. We can get our willpower to a 7. But this is going to advance. So now we're going to be in a bit of a rush here. We want to get some victory points. So we advance the agenda.
You have uncovered some of the evidence pertaining to the disappearances, but the truth has yet to be unveiled.
So we get rid of 3 clues. That leaves us with 2. We put Joseph Meiger at the furthest location. And we read the interlude.
The balcony outside Joseph Meiger's bedroom overlooks the rainy streets and somber spires of French Hill. According to eyewitnesses, Penny was last seen entering Joseph's bedroom, presumably to tidy it up, or perhaps to look for one of his personal belongings. The cigarette butt on the floor of the balcony tells a different story. Penny came here for a break, and judging from how busy the rest of the staff is, it was probably a much-needed one. If she had been in any danger, could she have climbed or jumped down the balcony? You peer over the edge. It's possible, but unlikely. A fall from here could break a leg or worse. She likely would have retreated back into the manor, where she could have called for help. Only nobody saw her exit from the bedroom. Something doesn't add up. You tuck the cigarette butt into your coat pocket, hoping it's actually a lead and not a wild goose chase. Before you can investigate further, the building suddenly plunged into icy darkness. All of the lights flicker once and are snuffed out. A thick, otherworldly mist begins to seep into the corridors, causing everything it touches to decay.
So we are on agenda 2, and now we are on a timer. So we remove all the clues. We're going to put all these locations. There's going to be a bit of setup here because we have to make some shifts and stuff. And then we do get to advance the act as well, which now says that we have to put the Spectral Watcher at the entryway. We have to remove all the locations and turn them into their spectral counterparts. But they do keep stuff that's on them, so like this obscuring fog does end up staying at the location that has the obscuring fog. So let's go ahead and get those set up. We have to shuffle the special encounter sets into the encounter deck and mix those in. So we got quite a bit of stuff to do here. So let's go ahead and do one by one. Make sure we got all the spectrals in there. And for the office, not the office, the bedroom, master bedroom. That's where we are at with some dead snakes. It's the Victorian halls. Billiards room. And the trophy room, which is, if you look at the art of this trophy room, it's so disturbing. It's awesome. I love it. The office, and then the new entryway, which is locked. You can't get to the entryway unless you have enough clues. Which we really just need 2 more clues to advance. So master bedroom, looks like this has 1 clue, but it has that obscuring fog on it now. Alright. There we go. So we have 2 aloof enemies, and Spectral Watcher comes out into the doorway. He's not the toughest of enemies, but he can take quite a bit of hits. So we get this person, this spectral thing on us. That was one of the set-aside creatures that now comes out and actually engages us. If you're playing solo and you pull out a lot of creatures, at this point in this scenario, you will be surrounded at the beginning of this act and agenda. It can be kind of tough if you had the bad luck of pulling like a bunch of... yeah, we do have to shuffle this into it. But I've had times where I played this and had 3 enemies on the side, and then like at the beginning of this, all 3 just come out and engage you. So you're surrounded, and then that Spectral Watcher will come and eventually get to you. I mean, you're dealing with 3 enemies. You're not going to do that in even 2 turns most of the time. So it can be difficult. So I want to make sure this is well shuffled, because we did add those new encounter sets in there, and I don't want there to be doubles, you know, one after the other type of thing. Yeah, but I do like this scenario quite a bit. It's got an interesting, like, theme to it. It's definitely really cool. All right, so let's see. This is... Oh, that's not good. So we have to resolve the haunted ability at our location at the beginning of each turn, which means we get to lose a clue at the beginning of this turn, and it drops onto the location. Plus, this aloof nether mist also attacks us, because it gives the location a haunted ability where it gets to attack us. So it deals a damage and a horror to us. Ouch. That was a bad card to pull. Alright. Well, now we're going to have to deal with this undead witch thing, specter. Okay, so just the Twilight enemies get to go into the victory display if they're killed. Okay, that's not a big deal. This guy that's at our location is going to die at the end of this turn. So we're going to wither this guy. It's going to be a 6 to a 2. Special symbol. Nope, -1. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not tough to kill. 6 to a 2 again. And -4, and it's still good enough, so it dies. That's 2 of our actions. We have 1 more action left. I guess we can try and investigate. Alright, so that's going to be a 4. I really can't commit anything to this. So it's going to be a 4 to a 1. +1. Alright. End of turn. You can have the Hunter's move, and then any spirit at the same location as one of the Silver Twilights ends up killing it. So it goes in the victory display, victory 0. Now we gotta test against this thing. Hopefully get rid of it. It's gonna be a 6 versus 3. Skull, that's a -3, so that does it. We get rid of it. Number needed. Whew. God, that thing is annoying. Haunted abilities, man. Okay, sacrifice I don't necessarily need just yet. Gotta find a way to get shriveling out, but I don't want to do it just yet. Because, again, it's got limited charges, so... yeah. Counter card, and it's a enemy. Oh, man, another 3 health enemy. Okay. Well, the Spectre of Death will come to us next round if we don't deal with this guy. So, or if we don't move out of here. I think I might have plenty of charges for the Mist of Relia, so I think I might just use that to move for free away. Let the Spectre move in so they're all together in the same location, and then move in next round and just start attacking them all. Or maybe evade them. Yeah, I think I'll kill one and evade the other and move away. I don't want to really spend time killing the Spectre, so let's go ahead and miss out of here against this wolf. Yeah, so we'll spend a charge. 6. You know what? I'm going to wither him once to do 1 damage. So we're going to wither first. So it's going to be a 6 to a 2. Yeah, if I wither him first, he'll have a damage on him when I come back around. So it'll be quicker to get rid of him and then evade the Spirit of Death. So we're going to do this. So well, using the special symbol gives him a -1 for the next test. So we're going to go again. He's going to have a lower value. So it's a 6, 6 to a 1. And we're going to wither one more time, and then we're going to try and evade him when he has a 0. And that's a -1, so we get him. So he's got 2 damage on him. That way, what I'm planning to do is use Miss to evade him now, move on to the balcony, let the Spectre of Death move in, and then come back, and he'll only have 1 damage left before he dies. So let's do that. Miss, and it's going to be a 6. 6 to 1. And -3, we get it. So he's evaded, and we get to move for free. So we move to the balcony, which is not a victory location. 1 shard, 1 clue. I don't care to pick up that clue then. So cool. So that ends our turn. That's our 3rd action. Spectre moves in to that location. This guy readies. Got 3 enemies at that location. What I wouldn't do for Storm of Spirits right now. Alright, so let's draw our card and gain our resource. And yeah, let's start a move. So, oh, we get the Thermos. Thermos could come in handy. Mateo doesn't have a very large pool of health. So, but I just need some time to be able to put it down. So we'll see if I'm able to do so. That might mean me winning this or not finishing. Okay, so secrets. Yeah, so we put a doom on Yosef. Okay. And that's it. So now, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do. I think we're going to move in. Both enemies will engage us. The other Spectre's aloof, so he'll stay. The Nether Mist will stay aloof. But the Spectre of Death and the Hound will engage us. And then we'll kill the Hound and evade the Spectre of Death. So first, let's bring out our tarot card so that we can have a higher chance of success here. Spend 3 resources, bring out our tarot card. +1 permanent bonus to our willpower, so now we're going to be at a 7. We move in. Action number 1, so now they engage us. Wither him, so it's going to be a 6 to a 2. And let's commit, let's see, I think I have some willpower icons I can spare. Although 6 to a 2 is, I mean, the only thing is the autofill that'll help us fail. So let's not commit this. It's going to be 6 to a 2, just straight. Because committing that is not going to help us in any way, shape, or form. It would be wasting the card. It's a -3. You still get him, so he is dead. I screwed up by putting the tarot card because that's my last action. So he's going to hit me. That ends my turn, and the Spectre hits me for 1 damage and 1 horror. That, oh man, why did I do that? That was a... Pay attention, kids, so you don't make the mistakes I've made. Oh boy, okay. That's not too bad. He doesn't hit very hard, so that at least, you know, we have that going for us. It's not the Harbinger of Velusia, whatever. That thing would just destroy us. If you don't know what that is, in Forgotten Age, this is one of the toughest things you fight. Alright, so let's see what... Oh man, this thing again. I can't risk taking 3 damage. If I fail, I'll die. Because I can't even... Yeah, if I fail, I'll die. I'm going to probably have to use the Elder Sign off of the Codex of Ages. Just to ensure that I succeed. Because it's a 3 to a 3. Skulls are worth -3, so that would hit us for 3 damage. So we'll succeed automatically. We'll get rid of the Codex. And we get an extra turn. So let's go 4 actions. What can we commit? Alright, number 1. We need to get rid of the Spectre. So we're going to evade him and get out of here as quickly as possible. Since we got an extra action, I think we're going to use a withering. He doesn't retaliate, so if we miss the attack, we don't have anything to fear, so we'll wither him. Going to be a 6, I think, to a 3. Withering, so that's plus this, so it's going to be a 5 to a 3. I figure if we wither him first, we have a chance of reducing his evade value. He doesn't retaliate, so we have no risk, but he does have alert, so if we fail on our... let's commit this, yeah. 6 to a 3. And we'll use Olive for 3 tokens. So, yeah, if we use miss and fail... Oh, man, that's an auto.
Now I feel like I'm being punished.
Fail. We already used our Mateo ability. Shoot. Darn it. Oh, man. Wait. I forgot to do this. It's supposed to pull out 3 tokens because I used Olive. So there's the autofail. And we get to pull 2 more tokens. So... Ugh. Yeah, that's -5. That's not good enough. But he doesn't retaliate, so at least we have that going for us. That was a terrible pull. But my thought process was maybe reduce his evade and then make it easier. If this was our evade attempt, he would have hit us. So, should we try just evading him now? Yeah, I guess might as well. Let's just use the Miss Aurelia. 6 to a 3. -4. God, really? He hits us now. Oh, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good here. That alertness, man. Let me move this card over here so it's easier to see. Because I'm sometimes forgetting to add that. I didn't forget this time, but, you know, I possibly could forget. Well, let's do it again. Evade. So 6 to a 3. Come on, bag. Be nice. Wait a minute. Did I already take a charge off of this? No, I can't remember. Let's do another one. So 6 to a 3. I have to pass this test, man. Otherwise, we're going to die right here. -2. Good. Good God. Alright, he's evaded. Let's get out of here. We go to the halls. Okay, no clues, no victory points. Fine. I think I can go to the office. I think that has victory points. And... Yep. 2 clues, 2 victory points. But it's a 4-shot location. That's okay. We have 2 charges for our flashlight. So I'm hoping that works well for us. So... Ends our turn. This guy readies. We bought ourselves a turn here. Okay, uncage the soul. Well, maybe we can bring out shriveling. It might come in handy. We're on the brink of defeat. I think I should bring out the thermos and heal a little bit, but it's happened slow. It's like Chinese water torture. They just drip out the damage slowly. And this guy just came out, and now we have to deal with another enemy. These enemies slow you down so much, man. So now I don't know if we're gonna be able to even get these clues out of here. Unless we kill it. Let's wither. 6 to a 2. These other enemies are just an annoyance more than anything. And they haven't presented a problem other than slowing us down. And clearly that's their purpose. We get it. Take a damage. Do it again. 6 to a 2. Skull, so that's good enough. So he dies. It dies. We have 1 action left. Let's investigate. We use a flashlight, so that'll bring us a 4. Yeah, 4 to a 2. Let's commit Enraptured. I'm not comfortable with a 4 to a 2, but skulls are -3, so 5 to a 2 is going to be good. And if we succeed, we get a charge on our miss, which we desperately need. -1. Yes, we got it. We get our clue and we get our Enraptured But I can't be celebrating just yet, because if I fail the next investigation check, I don't know how I'm going to get that final clue, and that's going to be rough. And this guy's right after us. Oh, good, Olive. Okay, that'll give us a little bit more damage buffer. Okay, that might come in handy. Please don't be anything nasty. Okay. So, Surge. Haunted ability means we have to get rid of a card. I guess we can get rid of... Either Uncage the Soul or Sacrifice. I think it's going to end up being Sacrifice. I have enough resources, so both of these resource economy cards are going to be fine to get rid of. Okay, and the Surge. Ooh, okay, so we have to test against the willpower, so we have a 6 right now, I think. So 6. Do we use Olive? Oh well. 6 to a 4. Oh wow, Elder Sign. Man, that's like the 7th one this game. We're gonna choose to do the extra action, so that gives us a 4 actions this turn. So let's see. Final charge on our flashlight, and we have nothing we can commit for the test, but I have to get this clue. Olive will help us, and pray for the best. 4 to a 2. Oh man, we're like on the verge of death. Oh, -1. Okay, so we get it. I was a little nervous here. So we get to advance this, and
You find the corpse of one of the others trapped here, a member of the Silver Twilight Lodge, you surmise, although this outfit of blue and silver robes suggests something more esoteric. Gripped tightly in his withered hands is a small tome bearing the insignia of the lodge. Browsing through its pages, you're surprised to find all manner of information regarding the mist and the creatures you have encountered, including a spell to release the bonds of death and escape the mist. How long has this man been here, studying this realm? Regardless, at least you have a way out now. Now that the mist is receded, you might be able to escape with your life. But what about Joseph Myga?
reveal the entry hall. Okay, and we gotta shuffle the discard pile. So now we just have to exit. Not that hard, see? There it is, resign. Right there in our grasp. We could get there, but I want to get 2 more victory points at least. I want to get 4 XP. So, greed, yes. Yes, it is. Why take the easy route? This is Arkham Horror, after all. It wouldn't be fun if we didn't take risks, right? So, that was action number 3, right? Number 1. What am I talking about? Number 1. So, let's move in. We're done here, so might as... I did use Olive, right? Didn't I? I remember... I think I did this, pulled 1 token out, but... I don't remember pulling 3 tokens. So I don't know that I used her, but... To err on the side of caution, we'll just exhaust her. I exhausted her, but I didn't use her. You know, sorry for the mistakes, people. So, second action, we get engaged by this guy because we moved in, so we're going to use our miss. That puts us at a 6 to a 3. And if we fail, he's going to hit us, and we're going to have, we're going to be on our last breath. Hopefully we don't fail. And -2. Yes. Yes. Alright, he's evaded. The other guy, the Nether Mist, is aloof. He hunts us, but he's aloof, so I'm not too worried about him. And it looks like this place has no victory points. It does have a clue. And I don't want to move into Joseph Miger because he's not aloof. And he'll hit us. So, ourselves around. I think I want to probably get a card or something. If I can parlay with him, I'd rather, but I don't have enough intellect. It's a test of 4. And I don't have my intellect skill cards in my hand. So I think it's safer for me to try and kill him and get the 2 victory points that way. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So let's plan for killing him. If I move in now, he'll hit me. So I can't move in there this turn. I'll move in and then just attack him twice and be done with it. So as long as I get no enemies, I should be able to pull this off and then make a quick escape and resign. I think as my other actions, I'm going to draw cards. So that way I can either get the intellect pit. Oh, actually, deny existence is going to be very helpful here. Now I can buy myself some space from the Spectre by moving in this turn with Yosef to ensure I can kill him next round. He's going to attack me at the enemy phase, but I can cancel it with deny existence, so perfect. This place has a few clues. I'm probably not going to have time to investigate it and get the clue out of there. Just has 1 clue. Maybe. We'll see. But turn ends, Joseph attacks, cancel the damage, take the horror and put it on Olive. So we take 1 horror and we give it to Olive. I don't know why this guy gives horror damage, but thematically I don't see how that makes sense. It is what it is. Alright, this is coming to be the end right here. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 more rounds before this is over. We draw a card and it is another deny existence. Oh, so helpful. We might come out of this alive. No enemies, and oh god, this 3 versus 3. If we fail, at least we have deny existence to prevent the damage, but it's going to use up that card. That's a -3. It's 3 damage. That will kill us. So we have to use deny existence. At least we had it. I mean, in a way, I can't complain. At least we had a way to deal with that. But now we're in a bad spot. This guy retaliates, so it's going to be harder. Wither, 6 to a 3. And we'll use Olive to help us out. And we get... Okay, good. We'll get rid of the -4. And that is a -3. So that's exactly the number needed. He takes the damage, goes down. It's going to be, again, 6 to a 2. And that's a skull. That's good enough. So he takes damage and goes down. So it's going to be 6 to a 1. Oh, autofill. Man, we have seen a lot of Elder Signs this game, but we've also seen a lot of autofails. Oh my god. Alright, now we are... This is it right here. Olive is going to die. Thank you, Olive. Yeah, we've seen like 3 or 4 autofails and like 6 Elder Signs. What a game. I mean, I guess Olive kind of helps with that too, but... It's crazy, man. Crazy. Looking back, maybe I should have put Shriveling out. So this... Yep. So this, we heal 2 horror. And this goes away. So, heal 2 horror, that goes away. We take a damage. So we are 1 damage away from dying. If we can kill him, we'll get 2 victory points. If not, we're screwed. If we can kill him, we might be able to move forward, evade the spirit, and still get away. So we still stand a chance. But if we fail an attack roll, then we're done for. Or if we pull a bad treachery card. Let's see. Ah, it's another enemy. It's another enemy. We're dead. I think we're gonna die. Let's just hope for the victory points, because even if we kill him, we have to deal with this enemy, and then the Spectre comes in and kills us. Or, I mean, no matter what, we're gonna die here. Alright, let's see what we can do. Wither, 5 to a 1, 3. For the game, commit 2, 7 to a 3. This is the game right here. If we fail, we lose. And -4. That's good enough. Yosef is dead. We get 2 victory points from him. This is all I wanted. And now I think we're going to die. We have 2 actions left. We have an enemy engaged. We could try and evade this guy. And then move for free. And then evade the Spectre of Death. And move for... Yeah, we might actually still be able to make this. As long as I succeed both evade tests, which... Well, I do have... Yeah. I was supposed to get rid of these clues when we advance the act. Let me do that now, because... By game rules, if you die with clues on you, they drop the location where you die. I mean, although we didn't pick up clues here, still, we don't have any clues on us. So, missed on this guy. Let's try this. This is going to be 5 to a 3, I think, right? 5 to a 2? Yeah, let's use it. So, 5... 6, 5. 5 to a 2. The odds are good, but we can't get too confident. And we pull a -1. Okay, success. He is evaded. Maybe I'll play that the juice, you know, the thermos juice, and heal. Should I do that? And then evade the other guy? I guess we could try it. Do we do this? No, that's dumb. What am I thinking? What am I thinking here? I mean, I could play Olive and tank some damage. Yeah. What am I talking about? Let's get our 2 resources back. We'll play Olive. And she'll be able to tank a little bit of damage. Move in. Use our final charge. And we'll commit. Oh, wait. We can't use say your prayers. We don't have enough horror on us. Darn it. That was dumb, Vase. So we'll commit the Thermos 6 to 3. Odds are good. Commit Olive to pull 3 tokens. And for the game... Oh, God, that's horrible. Oh, God, we failed. He takes an alert attack. Oh, that kills us. That ends up killing us. Because he's going to do an alert attack, kill Olive. And then it's the enemy phase, and he kills us. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was... I screwed up. I screwed up big here. I screwed up big. You know, any of these pulls are all -2 or -3. Had I not used Olive, I would have lived. I would have evaded him. I think I made a big mistake pulling those 3 tokens. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess it was, you know, it was a gamble, but... yeah, if I pulled any of those 3, I would have succeeded individually. But he kills Olive, turn ends, and now he hits us and kills us. So we're going to take a physical trauma here. Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Wow, what a game. I made some mistakes. I probably could have done better. All things considered, I pulled a ton of Elder Signs, which helped a lot. Got a total of 4 victory points. And it was a fun game, you know? Even though I got defeated by damage at the end, right at the edge of the door. It was really fun. I enjoyed playing this scenario. It was cool. And the only reason I lost was because of my own bad plays. Yeah, that's it.
As soon as you emerge onto the patio, you're surrounded by grim men in trench coats. Several of them reach into their coat pockets, a warning not to do anything too hasty. Before any threat can be fulfilled, the silence is broken by an icy voice.
Now, gentlemen, there's no need for that.
The men withdraw to reveal an elderly man you recognize as Carl Sanford, the president of the Silver Twilight Lodge. Despite the dangerous situation, his expression is almost too casual. The complete lack of fear in his posture and in his actions suggests a confidence backed by substantial power. His bodyguards take several steps back, allowing you to speak with Mr. Sanford in private.
I regret that we must meet under such unfortunate circumstances,
Mr. Sanford says with a hint of surprise in his voice.
I regret that you had to be involved in this unfortunate affair. I did not plan for you to be a part of any of this.
You narrow your eyes. You suspect Fortune had nothing to do with it. You ask him what would happen to those still trapped inside.
Human progress requires sacrifice,
he recites stoically.
It is lamentable when that sacrifice is in blood, but the price in lamentation does not outweigh the yield of our labor.
You didn't come here to listen to Mr. Sanford proselytize about sacrifice. You came here for answers. You demand an explanation, but the elderly man cuts you off with a scowl.
Yes, you speak of the incident last week. That was the creature's first manifestation, and the arrival of the dark mist which you encountered inside.
He glances at the front door to the manor and clears his throat.
The lodge was not involved in the disappearances that occurred that night,
he explains after a short pause.
But we couldn't exactly go to the police and tell them a creature made of mist kidnapped 4 people in Mr. Miger's household, could we? So we had to take matters into our own hands. We suspected that creature was drawn to the crowd, so we recreated the incident in order to understand what happened, to discern its motives.
The decision to host another event at Mr. Miger's estate so soon after the disappearances makes sense to you now. As much as you hate to admit it, there is some logic to the plan that the lodge put into action, although you don't particularly like being used as bait. Who knows how many innocent bystanders were put in mortal danger? Even if the goal was noble, was it worth the sacrifice?
I hope you understand that our organization only seeks the betterment of humankind. There are harsh truths that lie beyond our 5 senses,
Mr. Sanford says, his expression grim.
If we are to survive and prosper, we must adapt, we must learn, we must understand. That is what our order seeks to achieve. A greater understanding of the world around us. A worthy pursuit, don't you agree?
Before you can reply, one of Sanford's men emerges from the house behind you. He sheathes a long silver blade as he addresses Mr. Sanford.
There is no sign of Joseph inside, sir.
The man eyes you suspiciously, keeping his hand on the hilt of his sword. His posture reminds you of that of a knight, stoic and rigidly disciplined.
I see,
Sanford replies. He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath before continuing.
A great loss for our order, but one we anticipated. Gather the lodge's belongings from inside the estate, and I will deal with the consequences.
The knight nods and heads back inside. Carl's cold blue eyes turn back toward you.
As for you, I would ask you to leave this place at once. You have done enough harm as it is.
Before you can protest, He commands the other men nearby to escort you off the premises, and you have little choice but to comply.
Down there. Down there. Down there.